Super fast orders in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine runs fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTT3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Black metal flow, pounding beats to win sight. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to jealous. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. To the mood, coffee for every dude. Have fun, enjoy the show. Let this channel grow. Let's enjoy the show. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. To the mood, coffee for every dude.
Whoa! Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Do you want a soul ring? Do you want to ban that? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this song. But hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Hillbilly. Good morning, Captain Waffles. Welcome to Super Fast Taurus. Everybody in chat, welcome to. You're always welcome to say hi.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, that intro and your singing, way better than
Well, first of all, let's give a big congratulations. I'd say a round of applause to Captain Waffles getting 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop. Big dog, big teeth. What's up?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep, yep. And man, whew, well, we're not going to get into the main topic until a little bit later because normally we have the warm-up session, you know. We're at the beginning of the show. Having a good day, having a good time. Hillbilly, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm jelly over Captain Wallace getting those sons, but congratulations.
Don't be jealous, because one day that will be you and the shaved head. And Captain Waffles, how are you doing today?
Oh, you know, I'm doing good. I mean, different day and different things, actually, not the same things. So
Yeah.
definitely excited to put more content out. People are loving what I'm putting, so.
Yeah, people are picking up what you're dropping down.
Yep, and I love your content there, Captain Waffles. That I do.
Oh, yeah. It's a wonderful time to be alive here. I mean, there's been a lot of news this whole week, which we're going to cover a little bit today. And depending on how tomorrow goes, maybe we're going to have a debate tomorrow, but I don't know why we're going to debate, but depending on if the guy is actually going to show. But still, I have to cover this because, one, it's big, it's different, and it's unique. But still, one thing I want to talk about is like the resurgence of failed TV shows have been popping up on YouTube for me lately. People want me to watch these videos like failed TV shows of the 1990s, failed TV shows of the 2000s. People asking, do you remember these shows before they were canceled in one season? Like, have you guys been watching anything lately that's been suggested to you ironically? Because I could run erroneously when Christmas comes around, I'm going to see commercials or videos for old Christmas commercials, and I'll get sucked into that splurge.
Yep.
I keep seeing ads for that Agatha on Disney Plus, and kind of intrigues me, only because I'm a huge Aubrey Plaza fan. Audrey Plaza, yeah. I love her work.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know much about the actress, but like ever since I watched WandaVision, I haven't been excited to go back and continue the story.
I like.
Well, the actress, that's the main character, is not Audrey Plaza. It's someone else, but Audrey plays like a supporting character in the show. I forget. I think her name's like Catherine something, the main character.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it could be, but like, yeah, like WandaVision's so weird, but they're trying to fix everything. I'm more excited to see what the movies are going to be like. Like, I know, like, I get tired. Honestly, I get tired of having to tend to different multimedias to follow a storyline, to know a storyline. I miss the days where you just needed to watch the movies to know the storyline instead of having to read a comic book, watch a video, watch a YouTube behind the scenes thing, and like everything connects, and that bothers me.
But I've been watching that Agatha's on Disney Plus, and it's not bad though. I've seen the first 2 episodes, and I'm getting ready to watch the third episode because it comes out every Wednesday.
It could be good. Yeah, I know they're going to come out with a not Wanda. They're going to come out with a Scarlet Witch in the House of M movie that's rated R. That's been spoiled already.
Oh.
And this kick of Disney letting rated R things fly under the radar is just pissing me off because I don't like rated R content most of the time because usually putting stuff that doesn't need to be in there.
Yep.
I mean, I'm talking about like nudity and sex scenes and stuff like that, and I don't think Disney will put in all too much of that, but still, some of the stuff they've been trying to get away with because the older audience been wanting it because the older audience is bringing adult money is kind of catering to the wrong audience when it's all about the kids too who want to be part of it. You can't have I can't say you can't have a rated R show be for kids because if you look back in the day, Aliens was for the adults, but kids loved the action figures. Same with Predator, same with Terminator. You know,
One thing I can't understand about Disney. I always thought Disney was for kids.
it's for kids and adults.
Yeah, I thought it was mostly for kids. But here they are coming out with these rated R movies and these bad characters. I'm not saying the bad characters, but such as I won't tip my tongue, dag blanket.
You're good. You're good.
One in the red suits.
Scarlet Witch?
No.
Iron Man?
No, not Iron Man.
Deadpool?
Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool. Look at all the cuss words that Deadpool says.
Right.
I would not want my kids, especially my little ones, to listen to all those cuss words. I mean,
right. Yeah, Deadpool's definitely catered for adults more than it is for kids. But
yeah,
guess what? Adults are bringing their kids to the show because they can't or won't afford a babysitter.
Exactly.
So
in this day and time, it's hard to afford a babysitter with all the inflation and all that being up. So I can understand them taking the kids there, but still, Deadpool has too much cuss words in it for a little one.
Right. First, let's get back to acknowledging people in chat. We got Hellwiller, what's up? Now it's a chat splurge. Yes, it was. I did it on purpose too.
Oh,
so people could read it.
I thought it was an oops.
Yep. Backwoods Collector, what's up, Backwoods? Did you want to join, or you can't? I don't know. Let me know. But still, it's Disney's been trying to redo things, and I can't wait to see more on the Avengers. I want to see Doctor Doom. I want to see Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom. I want to see how they story arc that. Like they'd be like my coolest childish wishes. It was planned from the get-go. As soon as Tony Stark snapped his fingers, like part of his plan was to create an alternate version of himself that survived the snap, but had all the knowledge of the world that he would possess to be Doctor Doom.
That is interesting how he became Doctor Doom instead of Iron Man.
Right, that'd be interesting. You know, live long enough to become the villain. Dark Knight reference there, and that's kind of how it works. But we don't know if it's how it's planned to be. So we'll see that for sure. We'll see that for sure.
That does fall under like the philosophy of when I forget what it's called, like God complex philosophy or something. I could be wrong with the name of it, but what it is the knowledge he gained, basically the all-knowing knowledge, put him into a spiral of descended chaos because he's understanding the inner workings of the universe and what's actually going on. And it causes him to go into this like rogue setting of trying to save the universe, but at the same time destroying it.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. I actually love the concept of. I want to see where it comes from. I want to see where Dr. Doom comes from for sure. But with that, we got to push.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
All right, hello everybody. We found ourselves wandering in translation of the whole conversation. We got lost in the world of Marvel when we need to get back on track and find where we're going and where we're at. But the first thing, the only person who knows where to go from where we started to where we're going is Hillbilly. Hillbilly, what's the next segment of the day?
Card of the day.
The card of the day. Hillbilly hates it when I play this card. Is Whispering Madness. Got two generic, a blue and a black. Sorcery. Each player discards his or her hand. Then they draw cards equal to the greatest amount of cards discarded this way from a person's hand. Then as Cipher, you can attach this to a creature as an additional ability on that creature. So when it deals combat damage, it triggers this ability again. Ooh. Which I've done once and again with Hillbilly. Made him salty.
Yeah.
So, the sodium levels were high. But still, this is a great card indeed.
Yeah, it is. I hate that card because it's so good.
Yep. TCG dude, what's up? They want a mature conversation. This card is fun. That's one of my favorite little cards. Like I need to make a like top 10 list of Jane cards I love. This would be on it. But this card and the pictures of the day we're about to roll into, you can share your pictures of the day on Discord and have your pictures of the day be shared on Discord. Like 4 of the pictures today are actually on Discord from Mrs. Hillbilly. But the first 2 pictures I'm about to show you, boom. I tried starting my day without coffee once. My court date is pending. Yeah, coffee is important. Keep you out of jail. And then the second picture is this the only dark matter that actually matters? Coffee.
Talking about dark matter, I'm drinking black coffee this morning.
Oh, no flavoring?
Nope, nothing. Straight black.
Straight black. Oh. Well, I mean, at least it's coffee. If I had to, I'd drink straight black coffee. But right now I'm drinking coffee with hot cocoa mixed into it. It's pretty good. Love it. The next picture, the next 4 pictures I'm about to show you, Mrs. Hillbilly shared on Discord. You can tell it's kind of earlier in the week because it's during the time I was gone. Good morning, y'all. That's a cool cup of coffee right there. But then, coffee with a twist. Yep, coffee with the twist. We got Tasmanian Devil. Yeah. Then here's how I know these pictures were shared earlier in the week. Tuesday requires an extra cup. Yeah, Garfield, love Garfield.
Wait, you mean it's not Tuesday?
No, it's not Tuesday. I'm late on my down payment on that burger. I said I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a burger today. Then the last picture we have is enjoy your coffee. Enjoy your coffee. Woo woo. Ah, look at that. I like that. Or I can see that hanging up on the wall. Yeah. That's a pretty good one. And now we got to the question of the day. The question of the day is brought to you by Discord too. If you have a question of the day you want to ask, you can definitely throw your question of the day on Discord and you can see yourself asking this question of the day on this channel, on this show. And let's get to the segment.
Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day.
Well, the question of the day comes from AI Hillbilly. I'm just kind of joking about the AI part. He actually asked this question a couple weeks ago. So here we go again.
Hey, everybody. MTG Hillbilly here. Got a question for you streamers today. Why do you stream? What do you get out of streaming? Is it a hobby? Is it fun? Or what is it?
Ooh, see, you asked a question very similar to that 2 weeks ago.
Did I?
Yeah, I like it's still in Discord too. It's like the one before it. I'm
I
like,
don't remember.
when I heard the question, I'm like, I have to go back. I think you asked this question before, and there you go. Yep, you pretty much asked it's a little different. The question's a little different, so it's changed a little. But I'm like, I'll still use it because streaming brings a lot of joy to me. I do it as a hobby. I do it as a friend. Like I invest into this channel. My wife invests into this channel, so I can stream every day with you guys. You know. And so it's amazing that we get all the stuff we do, and I get all the people jumping in, being awesome, getting people in chat, getting all the friends, you know, building a tight group of people. Yeah. Also great way to improve coffee and chocolate. That's right. Yep. Hey, Coach's Magic. Whoop. He's Rick James. I can't finish that sentence, but that's funny. But what brings you joy, or what brings you to streaming? What do you get out of streaming, Hillbilly?
Several things. Well, for one, I get to converse with other streamers, become friends with other streamers. Plus, I do it as a hobby, and I enjoy playing Magic. And yeah, I might get my hind end beat a lot, but you know, it's still fun. And
right.
Even when I get salty, I always come back to it.
Right.
I enjoy it, and I enjoy sharing what I enjoy with others. I enjoy watching my friends' channels grow, such as Captain Waffles, for example, and you. And I enjoy seeing my channel grow. I enjoy seeing people in my chatting away, and love the interaction. And I just enjoy doing it. And like they always say, if you don't enjoy your hobby, you shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
And I love, and it is my hobby, and I love it.
Oh yeah, it's a great hobby to be in, streaming and playing Magic. Whoop whoop. Captain Waffles, the question rolls down to you.
Uh-oh, did he pull a Mugen full?
Did he pull a Mugen full? He probably had to do something really quick.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. What happened? Where'd you go? I don't know. Cotton Eye Joe. But still, like streaming a lot brings me joy. I get to hang out with my friends, my close friends, my fun friends, all the friends. We get to chat every morning, which is like the highlight of my morning, waking up, getting ready for that chat, trying to come up with the topic. Yep. You know, growing the channel is like, growing the channel is a bit part of my goals. Just I enjoy the aspect of hanging out with everybody, just having a good friend group.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I was talking and it was showing my thing lighting up, but you guys couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, for me, it's pretty much everything Hillbilly said.
Yeah.
With some little added things of like, I love comedy, and I know I'm unintentionally funny at times because I have a lisp and I also pronounce things funny.
Yeah.
So I want other people to be able to laugh at that and have fun with it just like I do, because if you've watched some of my recorded videos or even my streams, words are hard, and I make fun of myself for doing it, but I like doing it. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Making that video last night that I posted today, like that was fun. To be able to enact personas and just have fun with it, and see other people enjoy it and laugh, like brings a lot of joy to this. So that's part of the reason why I stream and make videos.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds awesome. Sounds amazing. Sounds good. I'm glad you love it. Yeah, like definitely. Don't stream if you hate doing so. You know, if it's something you love and you find you have a passion for it, go for it.
Yep.
Like even if you suck at the beginning of it, you'll get better. So keep
Oh,
on
yeah.
doing it if you enjoy it.
As I
Like
always,
I sucked at the beginning. Trust me.
say, practice makes perfect.
That's right.
Oh
And-
God, if you watch some of my older things, they're, in my opinion, they're cringe. But I mean, I was starting, it was beginning, so
Oh yeah, there's I watched some of my older videos, like a couple particular ones, because there's always conversations bringing up about deck building and Commander. There's one video I go back to, and man, my voice is so drawl in that video. Like there's no inflection other than you hear a banal, monotonous voice talking throughout the whole 30-40 minute video.
Yep.
you related to Ben Stein
Right? Related to Ben Stein. Yes, I
for
used to
dry
work
red eyes, use clear eyes.
Bueller. Yep. But still, yeah, like that's a problem with men in my family is we have banal voices, but like Coogee Dude and I have worked hard at not being so banal because we like chatting and talking. It's like if you met most of the guys in my family on my dad's side especially, we have banal voices and we like to mispronounce things. Like some of us can't say Saturday correctly. Like some of us in our family says saddle day, and I'm like, what?
Well, that's back in the day when they used to ride their horses.
Right. Ride the horses. Go crazy. Go nuts. Go nuts for donuts. And with that, my friends, we're going to find ourselves getting to the...
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super fast tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
All right. So now we're hitting the topic and trying to push I was trying to keep in time frame of how we do things, but also trying to get a couple minutes in earlier for the topic because, I know some of us will definitely explode in the conversation. I know some of us doesn't care about the topic. I know some of us feel deeply about the topic, and some of us have opposing opinions of the topic. Now, before the show started, there was more of us, but things got in the way of life where people had to pull out. So it's just the three of us conversating. So let's have a good conversation talking about September 23rd's ban announcement that making people going crazy, because like no matter which side of the news you're on, if you're pro the ban, if you're against the ban, people are going nuts. And the one thing that's oddly been shaken up in my community, especially on the Facebook community that I'm part of, is people now being against proxies, which is insanely funny.
Yep.
You're saying that people are against proxies, or they're starting to go for proxies?
They're starting to go against proxies.
Wow.
Like the wells are starting to go against proxies. You know, well, if we can't,
Because I've been seeing something different. I've been seeing a lot more people saying, "I'm just going to proxy everything."
Which is interesting to say, like people, like there's like four different groups of people in this conversation. You got the people for proxies, you got the people against proxies, you got the people for banning, you got the people against banning, and they're all in different corners. It's so interesting, like how divided people mentally got into the banning. So just in case you don't know and you've been under a rock during this ban announcement, which is possible. No shame on that, because sometimes I'm under the rock. I didn't know some of this information was out, but like September 23rd, WotC banned Dockside Extortionist. They banned Jeweled Lotus. They banned Mana Crypt and Nadu from Commander, and Nadu not being the most important one, but Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus are the big ones people are doing. And there's a lot of things that go into this, because one of the biggest things that carry over in the overtone of everything going on is the loss of monetary value that people are freaking about. Millions of dollars across the world of value just dropped, but which is weird because people can keep in track of Mana Crypt. Mana Crypt did drop, but now it's going back up, especially certain versions are going higher than what they used to be. So I don't know the full extent of that, but first of all, one thing I want to implement is be kind to people. Even if you're mad at someone, be kind to them. Do not send people threats. Do not be mean to people. Do not troll people. People are people. They're humans with emotions and souls. They're living life just like you. And just like you, sometimes you have to follow the rules, even if you don't agree with them 100%.
All right. I mean, yeah, some people might be butthurt over all these bannings and everything, but still, they're just doing their job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we're you should never threaten someone's life.
Right.
The only like outside of the natural laws of things of reasons why you would, like someone breaking into your house, there's a different story there.
Yep.
These are people living. These people are just doing what they're doing to try and do the right thing in their own eyes, even though the right thing's not always the right thing for everybody. But like one thing comes to mind more about this. Like a long time ago, I watched a GAC video I can't remember the exact acronym, but it was like a college thing that Mark Rosewater did about 20 years of magic, 20 lessons. And one of the lessons learned, if something out there sparks up emotion, right? Like when they did on a card, if it sparks up emotion either negatively and positively, like 50-50, it's a card you should run. Well, this ban announcement here has people sparked up 50-50 for it and against it, which is Mark Rosewater's dream of a card, people being that crazy over a card, type idea. But this is just the announcement itself. Even to the point that Josh Lee Kwai, which I was surprised through Twitter or X post, resigned from the committee of affiliates of people who advise the banning community, which is crazy.
Yep.
Because he's a big figure in the Magic Gathering.
Yeah, I heard. Now, this is a rumor that I heard he was being threatened because of the bans, but still, nobody deserves to be threatened over a card being banned. Because Wizards always come out with broken cards, and there's going to be another broken card come out within the next set. Always is.
Yeah, like I'm actually for the banning of these cards, right? I'm actually for the banning of these cards, but not in CEDH. CEDH needs to become its own thing, right? CEDH needs to become its own thing. Like we got Commander, then you should have CEDH or two separate things, because CEDH needs a different ban list, which I believe some groups do. Like my friend's group has their own ban list for CEDH. But CEDH needs its own ban list because these cards should not be banned in CEDH. But in regular Commander, I think they should be. Right? Regular Commander for casual games, it should be. But tournament CEDH should have a different ban list because fast mana makes the game work in someone's favor a little bit differently. Yep. So I think in the rules of the context of things, I think CEDH needs to become its own living entity like Commander has been for a long time. But it's all a casual game. If you need to, if your group allows it, rule 0, Rule zero exists. There are people trying to start their own community. Like you have Facebook, there's this guy trying to push for people to get kicked off of the rules committee for Commander. But there's another guy trying to create his own rules committee for Commander. I don't know how far it's going to go, but that's interesting.
All right. Well, so sorry, I have to disagree a little bit with you on the fact of splitting Commander into CEDH and casual. The reason being is Commander was derived as a casual format to begin with. It was never made to be competitive. It was never sanctioned by WotC and to run tournaments because, one, there's no support for it as far as their tournament system. Two, it is a logistical nightmare to run tournaments for it, whether you're for tournaments or not. It is a logistical nightmare. I've seen it happen. And last but not least, this all boils down to perspective. Right. What is casual to you? Casual to me could be playing my Avacyn Angel of Hope on turn 1 because that's super fun and I like playing a powerful card on turn 1. Other people, casual is I'm going to sit here and durdle for 20 hours playing this group hug deck because it's fun. So realistically, this is just people trying to figure out where to draw the line of casual and competitive. And it's hard because everybody has a different perspective on what it means to be.
Well, so what I was insinuating by separating Commander from CEDH is I think it'd be a smart idea if CEDH got sanctioned. Like if it got sanctioned,
I don't. I think it's a terrible idea. And the reason being is you're now creating a wannabe competitive format that will totally destroy the entire environment of.
I don't know. Like I see where you're going with it, but I actually have a friend who plays CDH and actually wants it to be sanctioned. They like I said, their play group has different rules. They have different ban listings, and like even right now, there are certain groups that do their own bannings. Like one group here in one of our stores down on the other end of Cedar Rapids, they actually banned Soul Ring from Commander.
Wow.
You know, so people are rule zeroing no matter what. But like in the tournament scene that where the Soul Ring's banned, the store sanctions the tournament, and it works well for them. They sanction the F&M or Saturday night. I don't know which night exactly to do it. The Commander tournament. And, it's working out for them. And
yes, I would assume that that's going to work out because it is a small majority of players.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get a small group of players to agree on a certain set of bannings and rules, absolutely easy to run. But like I said, logistical nightmare. Let's say you run a GP style event with 2,000 Commander players in it. You know how hard it's going to be, one, to run the tournament, and two, be able to have everybody on the same page and agree on the bannings, because there will be no rule zero in that tournament. It'll be, this is what you stick to, and if you don't like it, then don't sign up. And so that's the big issue, is trying to get everybody on the same page. And because it is such a casual format, you're never going to get everybody to agree.
Well, if you remember, a few weeks back, we covered a topic with an article covering what I'm about to say. WotC is looking into possibly sanctioning 1v1 Commander as a format.
Now that's possible, but four-man pod is not.
Right. Oh, yeah. Most cases, from what I learned from my friend who plays CEDH, they do 4-man pods, but when they do tournament styles, they do 1v1 because they test their deck to see how fast it is, because both decks run different paces for the format. 'Cause some decks are built for 4v4. Like one of my decks is built for 1v1, and people enjoy it. So that's why I think. So I guess my knowledge behind the preference of sanctioning CDH, if they sanction it, has to be a 1v1 format for the sanctioning. And we
Absolutely.
got two.
Good morning, everyone. I heard arguing, and I will grab my coffee and a chair, and I'm ready for it.
Get your popcorn.
Yeah.
Right. MJ in the comments over here.
Can't, never could. Agreed. CDH, if you want to be competitive in Magic, play Modern and Standard, right? Well, it's interesting. Like, I've played a CDH deck once. It's a different beast. And I think CEDH needs to be a different beast altogether compared to Commander. Like Commander, if you're gonna have that be casual, you're gonna have your ban list, fine. Have your ban list and have Commander. If you want to play CEDH, have a different ban list. I still think Primeval Titan and Recurring Nightmare can be unbanned from the ban list, and it's still not banned. And with this big banning they just did of the 4 cards, you'd think there would have been some cards being unbanned from the list, but there's other cards you think they would have said, hey, Taggart's banned. Thassa's Oracle's banned. Other broken shenanigans are banned. But no.
Primeval Titan is banned.
Yep.
It is
Okay.
banned.
Yeah, dude. That
So-
was one of the first bands that I heard of in Commander. Like, honestly, sorry, Waffles, I know you were about to go on, but just real quick.
No,
when
you're
Time
good.
When Time Spiral Remastered came out, you know, those retro frame foils were the bee's knees.
Yep.
And, bro, I pulled a retro foil Titan. And I was like, oh my god, bet. I'm about to slam this in my Yarok deck for double ATB triggers. Come to find out it's banned. And I'm like, wow, thanks, Wizards, for selling me a product I'm hype about and then telling me that I can't play the card.
Yeah, it's been banned for a while too.
It's been banned since
And
like
that's understandable.
2015.
Oh, well, thanks,
Yeah.
guys. I showed up to the party late. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
I'm glad
Commander
you're talking
existed
about it.
until 2020, for real, dog. I like got out of Magic at some point in mid 2010s. And then the era. Huh? Go ahead.
Backwards Collectors says our play group also decides what we can and can't be played, but also none of us are interested in interacting with the store players either. Interesting.
So what I was going to get to is what makes 1v1 EDH different than Vintage if you're going to make it a competitive format?
What makes the difference is just the build. I mean, that's the only
Yeah,
big
but if you
difference.
think about it, it's the same card pool, right?
Right. Well, with the fact that right now, like even in EDH, CEDH, Moxes and Black Lotus is banned.
It's
I understand that.
restricted
Where
it's
Legacy is
restricted
not.
in Vintage. You
Yeah.
can have a
Correct,
copy of
which
Black
would
Lotus.
make it one copy each in Commander, regardless if you were to play it that way. In my opinion, if you're going to make EDH competitive and see what comes about.
Right. That's crazy. You just switch from
You-
side.
What you do is you unban everything and say, we're going to make this a competitive format. Everything is on the table as of right now because we want to see what you come up with.
Oh yeah.
And then from there, you go, okay, we've let it go for a little bit. We see where everything can go. Now this is what we're going to ban and see how everything goes.
Yep.
Because I think if you want it to become a sanctioned tournament and you want it to be, you know, competitive and you want people to get into it and see what can be done, I think you take the gloves off, you let everybody use whatever they want and see what comes about. Then you go, okay, this is what we've seen from the data. This is what we feel needs to be changed. And this is how we're going to do it.
Hell yeah. That'd be
Here-
awesome to see.
Here's a question: how do you determine what's CEDH and casual?
Well, casual, I think the ban list kind of tells you what they're right now, what they're aiming for casual. Fun play, fair play. Like, you know, we joke about this a lot when we play a game of Commander and people play a land and pass go for like 2 turns, we're like, this is fair Magic.
Fair
Well, that's
play,
casual
fun
Magic.
play. Bro,
Right.
fun is subjective.
Right.
Yeah. Right? That's what I was saying earlier. But like, okay, this is how you determine what's competitive EDH and what's casual. Okay? You leave the ban list currently for 4-player pods. 4-player pod, that's casual. 1v1, that's competitive.
Well, that's a good
You're
way
not
to
going to play. You're not going to play competitive in a 4-player pod. You're going to play it in a 1v1 environment.
Right.
4-player, everything stays the same the way it is, and you let them have the bans that are in place right now for casual.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, I'm on board with that. Honestly, as much as I'm a passionate yet casual Magic player, I'm out here and Commander's kind of grinding my gears. And you know, want to know why, bro? It's because I view it as just 1 hour-long tickle fight. Ooh, I'm gonna tickle you with my Commander. Ooh, I'm gonna get you. And then somebody finally wins when they're tired of playing.
I love Commander, so I'm offended. Said there, tickling. My Commander doesn't tickle. He ground pounds. No, I'm kidding. But no.
Commander smash.
But anyways, no. Like I love Commander. I love the interactions you get out of it, and I love the long drawn plays. And like an hour long, dude. There's games I've had that were several hours long. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
No, bro, I get it, dude. My first foray into Commander was on an 18-hour DJ stream, 3 games back to back to back. So yeah,
Oh.
I know long. That's enough for me.
I remember playing a game of a 16-player pod once before the 4-player system was like notified as the best way to play.
Wow.
Like that was a long game, 16 players duking it out.
Yeah. Kind of, I'm flashing back to when I first started playing Magic as a youth, and I was in high school, and there was other fellows in that high school that also played, and we all got to know each other a little bit. And for whatever reason, I guess as teenagers, you don't have car, and our small town didn't have a great bus system at that point. So we'd play lunchtime, at school from 12 to 12:30 or 12:45, whatever it was. I don't think it was an hour-long lunch. But we'd always have 5 to 6 people at the library table playing with our 60-card decks, of course. And yeah, we'd be shocked if it made it 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 turn rotations. I remember basically only playing 2 lands, being lucky if I got to keep my Birds of Paradise on the board before it got bolted, and then we had to go back to class.
Right. Like, I got my bird bolted before I had to come back.
I know. How else am I supposed to summon these 6-mana dragons? God.
Right.
So,
but still,
yeah.
no, it's amazing. Like what Commander has done for Magic. I understand Commander is like
That's an opinion.
I understand that Commander is like the most popular way to play Magic altogether over the other formats right now. But the more heat that comes on Magic on Commander, I'm hoping that it shows more light on things like Modern, Standard, Legacy as different ways to play, because I think those are things that need some light shine on them a little more, especially Modern. I like Modern over Standard anymore, but I like Standard, but I'm upsetting Hillbilly because he's a Standard player only. But like Modern, I think is a better format because the card pool is larger and it's more interactive. I like the constructive feel of it, but like I hope they get more light. People are like, well, if I want to invest my money, I should invest in the more tournament sanctioned set formats and the non-casual ones or more casual ones.
Yeah, as much as I was loosey-goosey with the word invest over the last couple of years, considering this week's news, I definitely am doing my best to stay away from that word for a little while. But if you want to spend some money casually in Magic, I think that Commander is likely your best one-and-done purchase, right?
Well, look at this. Look at this really quick. I need to interject. Don't think of investment as a money thing. Think of investment as putting time into it.
Well, that's even more expensive than money, bro. Money comes and goes. Nobody gets time back.
Right. That's when people invest. I'm talking about investing your time and money. But like, if you like tournament scenes are better. I think tournament scenes are better overall. The sad thing about Commander, there's no tournament scene, right? You're not getting the wins. You're not getting the points. Well, you're getting wins, but you're not getting the points. You're not getting the prizes. You're not getting all the cool stuff you get out of Modern, Standard, and stuff like that.
It's definitely not as supported. I would have to contradict and say that my LGS here has been hosting Commander nights for several months now, actually since the beginning of the pandemic. So for the last few years, they'll switch it up on their days, but it's usually a Friday night if they're not running a draft or a whatever other kind of event, because their schedule is pretty full normally here. I'll just pull it up here just for gets and shigs. I've done this once before on the show. I won't need to present here. I'll just spout off a couple verbally. Okay, so today is Thursday. So today, for instance, at 6:30, they have Canadian Highlander. This is one of the only stores that I know that regularly supports Canadian Highlander weekly.
Well, it's going to be right next to Canada.
Yeah, right. Let's see here. So tomorrow is Commander night, or Friday night Commander pods. $7 entry fee. We'll be doing 3 rounds, 60 minutes each, 3 to 4 player pods. Everybody that participates gets a $4 Bosco buck, or no, let's see here. Yeah, pity pack. They call it the participation pack, right, in general stores, but at our store they give you this this card that is equivalent to $4 of store credit, which is really nice because you can get sleeves, packs, singles, whatever, bro. After you win, so you get your $4 pity pack, and then each round wins an extra $4. And then get a promo pack if you play with a deck that matches the monthly theme. That's the other thing I forgot to talk about. This store over here that the LGS that I go to, if they have a theme of we're doing vampire commanders, or everybody needs a hat, or whatever stupid theme, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah. They out there, man. They out there. The support is far and few between. And it's not officially Wizards sanctioned. It's local, in-house, kitchen table sanctioned.
Right,
and that's
right.
what makes it difficult, because everybody's rules waxes and wanes and varies a little bit.
Right. But like that's why I think CDH needs a different ban list. You know, I think CDH needs to be sanctioned in at least the 1v1 format. But it needs a different ban list, because like I think cards like Mana Crypt, Jeweled Lotus are CEDH level cards, and they should not be ignored for the rest of their life.
Well, how do you know if your commander deck is CEDH?
Well, you can go to different websites like Commander Salt and what's the other place? You can Commander Deck Power Level Calculator, Magic the Gathering, to find out basic ideas and thoughts of your levels, and plus other decks will tell you.
Yeah. Canadian Highlander uses a point system, which is what a lot of people have been suggesting for Commander. And I mean, realistically, I like the idea on paper, but it translates out to the same issues of who determines what the numbers are associated to the cards. You know, who determines what number a dual land is compared to a fetch land compared to a mana crypt. You know, who's the arbiter of that?
Who's the arbiter?
Well, not only that, like how Bob brought up last night, okay? A lot of these cards aren't even being used in decks. They're being stored as like value cards. Like he was rattling off numbers like 11% of decks that could use Dockside had it. 20% of decks that could use Mana Crypt had it. Things like that. So realistically, people weren't even really playing with the cards more than they were hoarding them more than they were playing with them. And so when the main reason people are upset is not the fact that they can't play them, is the fact that they lost their value because you can't play them. The only reason why they had value is because you could, quote unquote, play them if you wanted to. And the numbers that are being thrown around is 120 to 140 million dollars worth of value in like just tanked. And that's a ridiculous amount. Like obviously if Sol Ring was banned, I think people would be upset, but they wouldn't be as upset as they are right now, because Sol Rings are what, like $2 to $5, unless you've got like an alpha or a special premium version. But even then, I feel like those ones would not lose that much value because of the rarity and or printing version. But like to take into account, okay, Mana Crypt and Sol Ring, literally the exact same card except for the mana cost difference. And yes, Mana Crypt has the drawback that I've played it to where I've flipped 7 coins in a row and not taking any damage. So, I mean, it's a variance on that part of it. But the fact that Sol Ring costs 1 and Mana Crypt costs 0 is the biggest deciding factor is pretty retarded, in my opinion. You can't ban one and not ban the other, in my opinion. You got to ban them both. And it being 1 mana does not give it an excuse to be like, well, it's safe because it's 1 mana. No, you gotta ban everything or nothing, in my opinion, when it comes to this style of what they're portraying as the reason why they're doing it. Same thing with Dockside. If you're gonna ban Dockside, you need to ban Smothering Tide. You need to ban a bunch of these other cards that do the exact same thing. Rhystic Study, a bunch of them. Like there is a long laundry list of cards that should have been banned, but it's like Bob said, why is it that they pick these 3 expensive cards. Because let's be honest, nobody cared about Nadu. Like everyone knew Nadu was going to get banned. It's annoying.
Well,
No,
it's
not
such a
do.
good card for like its technical prowess, but nobody wants to pilot it, right? It's just the time, the effort, the energy that it takes to make Nadu do the Nadu thing is not, the juice is not worth the squeeze. So,
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
cared about that. But yeah, a lot of value has been parked into these other cards. And man, I've been absorbing information about these happenings for the last 72 hours from over 20 different sources. And relatively, the sentiment is generally the same. People are not happy. People are a little disgruntled about A, their value being quashed, and B, their deck builds having to be readjusted. Maybe somebody has been training for months to be ready for Vegas, and they need that mana crypt for their line,
Right,
and
right.
now they don't have it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'd be salty, bro. I'd be so salty. That's part of the reason why I decided to do limited and sealed events there at Vegas, because I didn't want to prep for months with the modern deck just to find out Flage gets banned because nobody likes Lightning Helix on a stick. So
One thing I
whatever.
find funny in the most dreadful ways is like Lillian the Veil used to be $100 card. Damnation used to be $100 card.
Yeah.
Especially the promo version of it, the Judge promo.
Yeah,
I
the
had both
San
of
Diego
those.
Comic Cons. Oh wait,
Right.
no, that's not the same card. But those Planeswalkers are very
Right.
expensive. Sorry.
I had both of those cards. I own both of those cards.
Cool.
And when they dropped from $100 to like $9 to $20, and I complained about it a little, people were told me to suck it up. Like, suck it up, Buttercup. That's just how Magic works. And some of these same people in the Magic community on Facebook are complaining about the cards, and I brought up the story. That's why it's in my monologue. Like, people told me to suck it up. I'm like, well, dude, this is what happens. Suck it up, Buttercup. I'm like, I can't help it that this happens, but when I was feeling kind of sad about my card value being lost, and I wasn't too bad because the cards are still playable, and I even made that point to them. I'm like, my cards are still playable. These cards are not. Except when you roll 0 them. But
Yep.
I'm like, this is how it goes. Because people thought for the longest of time that reprints were going to kill the value of cards. No one thought banning the cards was going to knock down the value underneath their legs.
So, sort of related, but I figured I'll ask just because it might stem the conversation a little bit. Does anybody here own stocks and bonds?
No,
Yes.
I didn't.
Okay. I personally don't, but does anybody else mess with crypto or anything like
Yep.
that?
No.
Okay. So, bro, I do. I mess with crypto. That was a loud crash. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, it's just water.
Okay. So, bro, over the last year, I've been, dipping into crypto, legally, of course. I'm a straight up kind of guy. But I've also got emotional constitution. It definitely hurt when I saw it, but I imagine it hurt a lot harder when I'm seeing my, account balance drop $1,000 overnight. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, I wake up and or I go to bed, it's at, $5,000, and I wake up and it's at 4,000. Bro, that hurts. That hurts. That's a whole rent payment. That's a whole commander deck. That's a whole, vet or doctor's trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something to just that most people are just okay with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm dead inside, so I'm all right with that. So I was able to handle it. But a lot of other people, in regards to this mana crypt ban and the value being lost, people are not happy with that, bro.
Well, yeah, and there's another point with that. I'm glad you brought that up because there are people that are out there, and it's exposing the toxic environment of our community. Not everybody is toxic, right? It's one of those things where you're going to have bad apples and you're going to have people who are genuine. And so there's a lot of people out there that are thriving in the misfortune of others right now. They're like being excited about it. And it's like, that's not right, first of all.
Right.
Because when the shoe is on the other foot, you better believe that that same person who's sitting there going, oh yeah, this is so amazing. Haha, you got what you deserve. And then it goes to them, they're going to be crying and expecting sympathy. And it's like, whoa, like, come on. When it's you, all of a sudden it's a travesty. But when it's somebody else, you're looking at it and you're laughing about it. That's not cool. Like, you need to understand that some of these people genuinely went out and spent their hard-earned cash to buy these cards that they wanted to enjoy, and you're over here mocking.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Thank you for bringing that point up, Waffles. I miss the work, or at least the rate of pay. I was getting almost $20 an hour to flip burgers and stuff. All right, not working there anymore. But even then, dude, a full price mana crypt was at least a day and a half of wages after tax.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so when this kind of event happens, that takes my time. It completely just vanishes the time that I spent on it. Now, mind you, that same lesson can be applied to anything in life, right? But the biggest problem, the biggest shtick is that these were not communicated very clearly. There wasn't even any prep time. You know what I'm saying? People can deal with a storm coming when people say, hey, there's a storm coming, not, hey, look outside.
Right.
You know?
This, you know, instead of saying the storm's coming, they're like, the storm is here.
Yeah. So,
More like they woke up and the house was gone. They're like, oh, there was a storm.
Right.
right. Man, I decided to sleep in the basement one night.
Now myself, I don't have the cards, but I do feel for the people that did have the cards because of the value of the cards. But I'm glad I didn't have the cards because I wouldn't be hurting as bad as the ones that do have the cards.
So
Yeah.
you know what's funny about that, Hillbilly? I was just being reminded of my own teenage logic. Well, I can't be expected to be a good human and adult and drive anywhere if I don't have a car or a license. Yeah, epic winning.
That's funny.
Oh, God.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Epic winning. Look at you, Hillbilly. Look at you, Captain Waffles. Look at you, TCU. You guys rock. But now we got to roll on to the...
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Oh, ho, ho. Look at us rolling around, just chilling, just relaxing. That was a pretty heavy topic. I think we handled it pretty well. Pretty well. But now it's time to relax, chillax, and let the show slide off our shoulders. I hope this morning coffee's brought you some enlightenment to your day, different context, because I didn't want to repeat what other people were repeating, but I want to stay true to the form with what we had to say. And I think Captain Waffles had some great things to talk about. CC Dude had great things. Hillbilly had some great opinions, and I believe I had some good standpoints that came out there that led the topic.
Mr. Sortus.
But now we're going to roll on to the next section where we're going to start going to the shill section. No pack opening today because we're saving the pack opening for tomorrow and the rest of the month. All right. But like, I got a piece of mail. Whoa.
Cool.
I don't have my camera set up, but I got a piece of mail. Whoop. And anyways, so we're gonna start shilling the shill section. We're gonna start with Captain Waffles here.
Not really much to shill right now, other than been putting out some videos. If you want something funny to watch and you haven't seen it yet, here is a link to the video I just put out today. Yeah, it's
comedy, sir. That's what you're bringing to the table.
Yes, that's what it is. Hopefully, you're going to start a series with this. So it seems to be doing pretty well already. But other than that, thanks everybody. We're over 1,000 subs now, and yeah, working on getting that view time up so we can start doing some memberships and some members only content.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
And then the citizens, we talked about that earlier. That's his Oracle, and it's still not banned. Yep.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way, Waffle. I really want to take a second to give credit where credit's due, bro.
He just
I
dropped
happened to link in with you when you were under 200 subs, and you've been making the rounds, and all of a sudden, you caught traction, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're shooting off like a star, man. I'm really happy to see it because I think you deserve it, bro. I think that you are a staple in the Magic community.
Oh yeah.
And your presence is appreciated. So especially here in these circles, man. So
Thank you. Yeah, I accidentally hit the wrong button.
Yeah. Don't forget us when you're super popular and famous. Remember?
yeah. Don't go Hollywood on us now.
All right, TC dude. It's time
What
for
up,
you
guys?
to show your.
Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Good morning, everyone. I'm Alex, the TCG dude, a passionate yet casual Magic player. Hey, Gaia, can you stop eating your food over there? Oh my god. I don't know if you hear all that ting, 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 ting. My dog's just going nuts. All right. So, anyways, yeah, hold on one second. She's not even licking the food. She's licking the floor instead of the bowl, but her collar was just ting, ting, ting. Oh my god, that was distracting me so hard. Sorry about that, guys. That was horrible. All right, so anyways, I'm Alex, the TCG dude, a passionate yet casual Magic player. Here to keep the flame lit, pass the gift of Magic on. So if you want some funny ha-has, I got a parody song on my channel currently called My Hand. It's a nice 2-minute watch. If you like Weird Al or MTG Remy, you might get a kick out of that. Otherwise, you'll catch me periodically playing Call of Duty or Magic Arena online, both on YouTube and Twitch. If you are interested in purchasing Magic, something a little bit outside of the box, I'm running a core set box battle series featuring core sets 2014 to 2011. These are Japanese boxes, mind you, still tournament legal, even in CEDH. So we're starting with 2014, $25 out the door, including shipping, is going to get you 5 packs guaranteed. Plus, we're battling for high-low CMC to get you an extra 3 packs. Now, you don't see it on this infographic, but I actually am working up to sweeten the deal here. I'm not going to say pin me to the wall with this one, but I'm adding some pre-release codes from kits, right? So I'm going to be rolling off some pre-release codes for people who get in on these box battles, so you can get some free arena packs. Also, I have 2 triomes. I got a Zagoth triome and a Savoy triome that I'm going to be throwing in the mix here. I'll work out those details a little bit later today. Last night was supposed to be that stream, but I'm going to be honest with you. I got completely exhausted and hit with anxiety, and I couldn't press the go live button, so I just went to bed early. That's why I'm up for this show. Yeah.
Oh, I hope you get the people for it. I really hope you get the people for it.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I come to realize recently that not everybody shares my interest in foreign cards. So I figured that I'd sweeten the package up a little bit, right? You're not gonna just pay $25 and only get these 5 packs, right? You might get an extra booster pack opened from a different random set. You might get a pre-release code. These triomes are gonna be part of the roll-off. So I just wanted to make it more of a sweetened deal for everybody. And again, I'm trying to share the magic here, right? Like, these are older sets that I feel a lot of folks in our age group might be vaguely familiar with, and so to see them in a different light with that sheen, that foiling that just pops out the way it does it now, man. I'm really looking forward to it. And there's only a month left. These funds that are being allocated for this box battle series are strictly going to the MagicCon Vegas for myself. Not trying to sound selfish, but your boy needs some money to do MagicCon with. And yeah, Vegas is expensive, bro. So help me help you.
Let me
thanks, bro.
help you. Yeah.
Yeah. Help you, help me, help you.
All right. Now we're gonna go off to the hillbilly realm.
First thing I want to say is congratulations, Captain Waffles, on the 1K subs. And I will be doing a stream this afternoon at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. As always, 2 streams a day, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then again at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time every day. And let's continue to help the channels grow. Leaving comments on the lives after they're over with. Leaving comments on the videos that everybody does. And also, if you're new to that channel, subscribe to that channel. And also, leave a like. All the simple things you can do to help the channels out.
It's true.
Yeah, we see you out there growing, Hillbilly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, the tortoise is just still here. Want to thank you, new 2 subscribers who just subscribed to the channel. You rock, you roll. Hope you stay a while and join the creep. Be a part of the creep and watch us grow as I'm trying to configure how I'm going to do some futuristic things. Futuristic meaning future ideas, trying to get them back. But tonight's epic game night. I'm going to play some Mortal Kombat tonight. I'm going to play some Commander hopefully tonight. Which might be hard to do because this whole thing is going on and people might be revolting. Who knows? But still.
Hey, they can get their angers and aggressions out on Mortal Kombat. And depending on how the timetable works, I might be joining you for that. You might see a TCG dude versing a tortoise.
That'd be cool. Varying. I don't know what. Like, I know DJ Longhair is streaming tonight.
Yeah, I'm a regular staple co-host on the Roundtable on Thursdays, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But depending on how you structure your game stream, I just might hang over there for the first hour and then hop over with you for the second half. That would be best for me personally. I wouldn't want to cram the first hour with you and then be in the latter half of the show where everybody's steam is depleted.
So how it works, and it works this way. Is I play the game at 7. Like I start playing the game at 7 and while playing the game, I try to get people for a Commander game at 8.
Oh, okay. That's your way of funneling people in, getting the, hey, I'm here, I'm live. Do you want to play later kind of thing?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, it's true. It's fun. Like, I'm going to play some Mortal Kombat 10 because Scorpion's busted in that game.
Yep.
But anyways. That's how it works. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to chill out, and hang in with us later on, Hillbilly will be there later on for sure because he likes to play. But I don't want to drag on too long because we're over an hour and 7 minutes going on. I want to thank you guys for chilling out, being awesome, being amazing. I want to thank you guys for being awesome. Hillbilly, TC Dude, Captain Waffles, thank you for joining the show and sharing your input. You guys rock. You guys rule. And...
Turn
down for the Mortal Kombat date.
I'm really happy to be here, bro. As I know that we're trying to wrap up the show, but as much as this show can be kind of a variety show and a little loosey-goosey sometimes, I enjoy having it as a staple in my morning, right? Like it's
I appreciate
you've been doing, yeah, bro, you've been doing this long enough that like it feels weird when you're not live in the morning now.
That's what people say. It's weird. I'm not used to that kind of comment. I'm used to the negative stuff.
Haters gonna hate, lovers gonna love.
Right.
Well, it's one of those things. It's like you don't know you miss it until you miss it.
That's right.
Right. Like my tooth still hurts, but like it hurts to chew down on things still, but like that's healing.
Oh yeah, I wasn't informed as to what the trip was about. Did you get it? Obviously, you didn't get it pulled or anything, or
no? I got a root canal.
Ooh.
I've like on the show previously. I've mentioned it. I won't be live Tuesday and Wednesday morning.
Yeah. All right, man. I would have just pulled the whole tooth out. I'm gonna be honest, but that's just me. That's just me, though.
I suggested that, but the dentist wanted to do the root canal. I'm like, okay, like insurance is paying for it, so I'm not gonna complain.
Well, he gets the root canal money, and then later on, he gets the tooth pull money.
Yeah.
Right. 2 for 1, baby.
Right. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night. I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flares. Super fast daughters, he's running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes. Shell shock, go. The daughters play. He's the one to watch, the king of MTG play.